Hello everyone and welcome to another replay commentary. Today we're gonna watch a Nightelf mirror played on 4th of August 2007. It was the third and deciding map of one of the losers bracket semi-finals of the Battle.net Season 5 Global Finals. So a pretty important map for both of the players, since the winner would stay in the run for the $10,000 prize money the tournament victor would gain, whereas the loser would be out of the tournament without any prize money won. So we do see here on the right spawn position in red is Moon, starting with an altar first, so we're not gonna see a tavern hero from him. And his opponent on the left spawn position in yellow, also with an altar first, is Shy, one of the second class Korean elves, if you want to call it that, with a skill level slightly below the likes of Moon, Remind, etc. Started playing for Clan Go, and he was always part of a group of players or friends that almost all the time played for the same teams. You know, players such as Shy, Focus, Space, Minhyuk, OG, and so on. And they played at teams Q-Pool, the fighting team NOA. Then Shy took a little detour in the beginning of 2008 to Meteor Makers, where he only played with Focus from his friends, by the way, both of the players with an Ancient of War in front of the green camp, and Demon Hunter against Priestess of the Moon for Moon. So a little bit odd by him to go for the Ancient of War creep at the green camp and not for a quick Huntress build order with the Priestess of the Moon. Then after a while at Meteor Makers, Shy returned to his mates at Fnatic, and later on also played for Wicked and Mojave before he quit Warcraft in the spring of 2010. Ancient of Wars finished, Archers in production. Actually not for Moon. Moon, it seems like he wants to creep this as quickly as possible, with only an Ancient of War and his Priestess of the Moon. Shy won the Sute Cup twice, but didn't achieve any major tournament wins. But he had a couple of good runs, such as the second place in the Code 5 in 2008, where he lost the final against Infi, and the fourth place in the BlizzCon of 2009. So the DH joins his Ancient of War and Archer creeping, so does the Priestess of the Moon. And let's see, looks like Shy is still gonna be quicker just because the damage output from him is so much higher, even though he started creeping a bit later. You see, Shy didn't do a scout at Moon's main base at all, so that's a bit surprising to me, especially keeping in mind that this is a very important match for both of the players, and against Moon there's always a pretty good chance of getting surprised by something uncommon. So Hunter's Hall added now for Moon, no second Ancient of War yet. The Priestess of the Moon is heading across the map, and he's just trying to delay this creep here by blocking the Archer, but it seems like the Priestess of the Moon is still gonna be way too late to interfere with this Ogre Magi creep. Second Gloves of Haste for the DH. Sorry, while the Priestess of the Moon only got the Ring of Protection. Unfortunate for Shy, his Archer Guardian's Net here for a second time is going down, but was killed by one of the Forest Troll Trappers. So no experience for Moon here. His Wisp survived because the DH didn't want to chase him into the creep here. So a fourth Moonwell rather early from Shy, because he seems to be afraid of some big mass hunts pressure, but actually Moon is doing a rather quick tech as well, and is getting a really quick Tree of Life. Wisp here unfortunately for Shy, or actually not unfortunately, because that happens every time if you place him there and wake the creeps, has been ensnared, but just as Moon's hunt was coming around the corner, and therefore he had to detonate here, and the hunt is gonna come in as well as the Priestess of the Moon. Obviously for Moon it doesn't make any sense to fall back and creep here, because Shy's creeping right now with a couple of archers is much more efficient than Moon's creeping could ever be with only the Priestess of the Moon and 2 hunts right now. So next creep goes to Shy, and the second Ogre Warrior goes to Shy as well. But yeah, Shy, I think he still hasn't scouted this, so he still isn't really aware of what Moon is gonna do here. Where's Moon? Just chasing the Wisp here. Yeah. He pulled back his archer all the way into his base, so maybe he was a little bit overcautious since with these archers, and I'm assuming... Oh yeah, he's getting the Naga already, he reached tier 2 already. He's gonna have map control for now if he brings these archers as well, because they provide some really nice focus fire against these hunts. Actually, he doesn't have Dust of Appearance yet, so it's gonna be hard for him to finish anything, so I'm assuming neither of the players is gonna lose anything here. Moon is bringing both his additional hunts, so still tier 2 for Shy. No shop so far, that's a bit surprising to me, especially since he didn't scout, and the potential Huntress pressure could be defended much easier with heal potions and Staff of Preservation. And Moon at the same time also reached tier 2, double Ancient of Lore and an Ancient of Wonders for him. His Tree of Life is finished, and his DH is gonna get away here. Naga just starts creeping. I'm assuming he's gonna wanna get tier 3 at some point, and didn't scout this Tree of Life so far. Maybe he's gonna scout it with this Wisp soon. I'm assuming he's gonna go, or he should go tier 3, get a decent bear army, and prepare for a push against this expansion of Moon. Actually, the Wisp is getting killed here, so no scout, but I'm assuming Shy should be aware of what's going on here with Moon approaching his natural expansion creep camp, and yeah, he is gonna creep it, and with this Priestess of the Moon tech style, it's rather common to get a rather early expansion. And at the same time, Shy, who now has a second hero out, I'm assuming Moon isn't getting a second hero yet, no. With Shy having his second hero out, he's got the map control, and therefore he can take the first of these contested creep camps on Echo Isles in the middle, which are pretty hard to take if the opponent has map control. And Moon, yeah, obviously he's got the Priest of the Moon, which is basically just a stronger archer with the True Shot aura. So he's gonna get a lot of Dryads here, and I'm assuming he's not gonna go tier 3 anytime soon. So still tier 2. Shy is getting a couple of Huntresses, Dryads here, at least before starting his tech. He's bringing a Wisp down here, so maybe he's gonna go for a counter expansion. Yeah, he is going for a counter expansion, and Moon is actually trying to go for the creep set here, but he doesn't start it. Luckily for him, I don't see him really contesting this camp at the moment against the army of Shy. And Moon is already pulling back. He's got 4 hunts, 2 Dryads out, producing some more units. But actually Shy isn't gonna go for the creep camp here. It seems like he wants to start pressuring right now. In the at the same time, his counter expansion should come through safely, since he's forcing Moon to defend here. Moon with 5 hunts and 4 Dryads, I feel like should be able to defend here, but he isn't gonna have a choice. He's gonna have to try and defend. Yeah, 2 rings of protection, by the way, for the Priest of the Moon, so at the expansion he probably found a second one. First hunt is immediately going down, level 3 for the DH. Moon is doing some nice focus fire with his Dryads on the opponent's Dryads and with his hunts on the archers. It seems like most of his hunts are gonna follow level 3 for the Priestess of the Moon here, and Shy is throwing everything on the Priestess of the Moon. See if he's gonna get the kill here. Moon is blocking with one of the Dryads, not sure if that was intentionally, but the Priestess of the Moon is gonna get away, and in return Shy has lost most of his units. Now only the Naga and the DH are left without any ability to slow the Dryads. He shouldn't be able to kill any of them. But actually one more from him is coming in, enabling him to slow one of Moon's Dryads, and Moon is gonna lose that one, but Shy should lose his Dryad in return as well. And now the DH without Boots of Speed should be able to kill anything more here. The Naga in a bit of trouble, but there's only 1 Dryad here, and that alone should not be able to do too much here. At the same time, Moon's nicely keeping his Dryads microed against this DH. At the same time, actually the Naga is getting in a bit of trouble. Wisp is coming in slightly too late, and Moon is switching targets to the Dryad here, actually moving his Wisp out of the way. That's a bit surprising. Maybe the Dryad is gonna get away here once she's getting around the corner and Moon loses vision, but Moon is nicely catching up with his unit, so he stays on top of things, not letting the slow on the Dryad wear off and securing him the kill. It seems like the DH did get the kill on another Dryad here, since Moon was busy microing at the other side of the map. And the DH is no, he isn't gonna get away. Moon is aware of where he is and just punishing Shy there for staying at the other side of the map with his Demon Hunter, forcing a TP from Shy, whose expansion is gonna start running in a couple of seconds as well. Moon is already slightly ahead supply-wise. Still 3 hunts survived from him, and right now he, as he gained map control, immediately takes this important spot in the middle. Maybe he's gonna use that replenishment potion right away. Yeah, he does so, and gets another, or gets an invul potion. And let's see, Shy, he's still staying tier 2, and I'm assuming he's not gonna dare going tier 3 right now with Moon potentially increasing the pressure here with the superior amount of Dryads with the level 4 already Priestess of the Moon. Obviously the Priestess of the Moon is getting bonus experience here since she is a single hero on tier 2, and the DH was able to buy the Staff of Teleportation here and might go ahead and try to do some harassment. Another Ring of Protection for Moon, and actually Shy doesn't have an item slot available. Moon just clicked the Demon Hunter here, saw this, but still decided to destroy the Ring of Protection instead of running back with his Priestess, selling something and then picking it up. In the meantime, Shy kept creeping with his Naga right here and is taking the orange camp in the bottom left corner now as quickly as possible. Moon finds Talisman of Evasion here. The Demon Hunter, coming in now. What's he doing? Probably cancelling that Moonwell. I mean, he's hitting. Yeah, look at how fast he's hitting with these two Gloves of Haste. Moon is immediately cancelling the Moonwell here. Doesn't want to lose any resources. At the same time, assuming he scouted this expansion now. Also scouted this Naga continuing to creep. Actually, I'm assuming it wasn't Shy's plan to stay tier 2 here, because I don't really feel that Naga making a lot of sense. I mean, all you can do with her is basically against Moon style is focusing the Priestess of the Moon. So if Moon is prepared well, and right now he does have an invul potion, this Naga seems rather useless to me. Not sure what the best hero choice here would be for Shy as a second hero. Maybe his own Priestess of the Moon to add some damage output to his army. 1-0 upgrades, by the way, for Shy against 0-0 for Moon. But Moon starts pressuring now at the expansion of Shy, and he's gonna have to use the Staff of Teleportation to get back. Unfortunately, Shy just pulled the creeps here, and he's actually staffing to the Entangled Gold Mine. But Moon is not going for the Demon Hunter, he's going in for his opponent's Dryads, and it seems like Moon is getting the better start in this fight here, killing the first couple of Dryads, level 5 for the Priestess of the Moon now. Demon Hunter in the back is doing some damage against this Priestess of the Moon. Actually, Moon might have to use his invul potion here soon, but it seems like his Dryad count is superior to Shy at the moment, who's losing Dryad after Dryad. Invul potion now used by the Priestess of the Moon, and level 4 for the Naga. Moon just quickly using invisibility. There's still mana for one Fork Lightning. He's gonna use just in time, as well as the Shadow Melt. There is still no Dust of Appearance for Shy, so Moon for now is safe with his Priestess of the Moon, but eventually I'm assuming he's gonna have to TP out, but he's just trying to get the best trade possible out of this. And actually he decides to TP here. I think he could have TP'd a little bit earlier, as he only killed one Dryad at the end of the fight, and I think he lost like 2 or 3. Look at that amount of dead Dryads here. So Shy remains with his 2 heroes, 2, 3, 4 Dryads out, 1/1 upgrades in the meantime. Moon almost level 6 already on his Priestess of the Moon. Also has 7 Dryads here, getting some new mercenaries, and Shy just using his time, getting some more experience on his heroes, both barely over level 4. And he's also getting the exact same mercs as Moon. Yeah, he's still staying tier 2, obviously. Going to tier 3 right now would be extremely risky, as Moon obviously is gonna wanna keep the pressure up here. His expansion only, yeah, about a little bit more than 1,000 gold more mined by Moon, and he's gonna come in here from the bottom, as it seems. He's gonna need, I think, 2 Dryad kills, since it's 1.21 and the Dryads gave less experience back then to reach level 6. But actually he's going for the Wisp here, and if he gets those killed, the Priest of the Moon should also be level 6, but Shy is nicely paying attention, detonating all his Wisps in time except for one, and that means 1 Dryad is now required for level 6 for Moon. First Heal Scroll already used, and he immediately snipes out one of the Dryads. Starfall instantly used by Moon, and Shy is just throwing everything on that Priestess of the Moon, trying to get the cancel on the Starfall as quickly as possible, which he does. Moon dealt about 150 damage to every Dryad with the Starfall, and once again his army size seems superior, but he is again forced to use the TP 40 HP on the Priestess of the Moon. 48 supply remaining for Shy, actually only 52, so Moon's army only slightly bigger than Shy's. Actually, yeah, I thought yeah, he did a better trade in that fight, but it seems in the end, wow, Shy, seems like his macro was slipping a little bit. Queued up a lot of Dryads here in his Ancients of Lore, whereas Moon, yeah, with a more stable macro, as it seems. But still, he was once again unable to yeah, to break this expansion of Shy, and it seems like he's just gonna go ahead for a 3rd time, keep the pressure up. Let's see what he's getting this time. He's got no TP this time, and that might, I feel like that might be a little bit overly risky. He is now, okay, he's heading back. Maybe he is gonna get a TP right now, or at least an Invul Potion. Okay, Invisibility Potion, and the DH was there, and Moon just clicked Shy's DH, so we were in his point of view. I'm not sure if Shy is aware of that Invisibility Potion. No dust on the Naga. The DH sold something and got Dust of Appearance, so Shy realized that Moon got the Invisibility Potion here. Moon, in the meantime, pulling the rest of his army back. He just clicked the DH here, so he should be aware of the Dust of Appearance, and he did not move his Naga, his Priestess of the Moon anyways, and he doesn't have a TP, and that could be extremely expensive for Moon. He's taking a ton of damage. Heal Potion and Heal Scroll is available. In the meantime, we see his entire army charging to the left side of the map, but Shy is doing some blocking. Moon is gonna have to use the Heal Potion right now, and maybe the Heal Scroll as well. Shy is blocking himself a little bit here, going around the corner, and actually Moon is gonna get away rather cheaply here. I mean, he wasted a bit of resources with this Invisibility Potion as well as the Heal Potion, but that could have been a lot more expensive for Moon. And we can see this resources wasted here by Moon, as Shy has caught up supply-wise now. Armies are at yeah, about an equal size again. This Mud Golem is certainly an interesting choice by Shy, since, well, I'm not sure if Moon researched Abolish Magic, but if he did, yeah, this Mud Golem is pretty much wasted resources. So there's no TP for Shy, a Heal Potion on both of his heroes, some nice damage output on the DH, 1-1 upgrades, still against 1-1. Yeah, 2 Heal Scrolls for Moon. He's investing a lot in those. I'm not really 100% sure if those are the best choice, since basically all the Dryad army does is focus fire, and there is no real damage distribution, so I'm not sure if Heal Scrolls are extremely efficient in those fights. But then again, it's Moon, and he probably knows it better than me. So actually Shy this time is the one getting some aggression done. Moon has full mana, so probably Starfall is available again. The Moonlight goes down here. Starfall is now being used maybe a little bit too far in the back. Shy splitting his army here in order to get as few damage as possible. 2 Dryads and 1 Mud Golem here falling from sky to the Starfall. 1 Dryad from Moon falling as well. So Shy is here fighting at 2 fronts, trying to avoid going into the Starfall, whereas Moon is putting his army back here, but only the Demon Hunter gets 1 more star on his head. But yeah, Moon already cancelling the Starfall, seeing that he's not gonna do too much damage here. Moon clearly winning here in the bottom front. Only 2 Forest Roar Berserkers remaining. At the same time, his Priestess of the Moon has taken some damage. Yeah, one of the Forest Roar Berserkers is falling here in the bottom, but Shy clearly with the superior Dryad count right now, his only hope is to maybe force another TP from this Priestess of the Moon once the TP wears off, and Shadow Melt used just in time before the Fog Lightning strikes here. Priestess of the Moon surviving with 170 HP for now. Another Dryad nicely being sniped out, but once again Shy is running out of Dryads and therefore out of slow against Moon's Dryads, and that again makes it really difficult for him to kill any units. Naga used to staff one of Shy's units, so there should still be the Staff of Preservation available on the DH. Yeah, that was just a bug showing the cooldown here, and nice around by Moon. He is gonna force the TP here from Shy, so really nice defense here by Moon. Shy maybe, yeah, a little bit overly aggressive. Almost level 8 for Moon's Priestess of the Moon already. And both the Nightelf heroes slightly over level 5, so there's a long way to go for Shy until his TH or Naga are gonna get level 6, and Moon, yeah, being aware that he won that fight rather clearly, only up by 7 supply though, is going for the Entangled Goldmine here, and I'm assuming Shy is not gonna be able to hold that one. Yeah, he's bringing all the Wisps, but it goes down anyways. Once again, some Focus Fire going on the Priestess of the Moon. Invoke Potion used rather soon here. TP is available again for Moon. He's getting the kill on a couple of Dryads here. Still his army seems to be way bigger. Priestess of the Moon once again will have to take care. The next Fog Lightning is gonna get yeah, bad for Moon, but I'm assuming he's not gonna wanna take that here. Naga now, Priestess of the Moon needs to take care. Shadow Melt used just too late this time, and he loses the level 8 Priestess of the Moon, and that's obviously big loss. Moon, as he was so often extremely greedy here, wanted to save the TP, wanted to Shadow Melt once again, and it seems like he was just a tiny bit too late with that. Let's see if he's gonna be able to rebite at level 8 hero here at the Terran. He is. He just cancelled something, got over 1,000 gold in his bank, and spent that to get the level 8 Priestess of the Moon back. Still there's plenty of mana for Fog Lightning on the Naga. And look at the experience on those Nightelf heroes. That was a big experience boost. So both the Nightelf, or both the heroes from Shy, getting a lot closer to level 6. Moon is focusing the DH. I'm assuming Staff of Preservation should be available on the Naga, and he's using that right now. And in return, Moon lost like 4 Dryads. So that was expensive for Moon, and he didn't get the kill on this DH. Another Fog Lightning should be available on the Naga. Moon just clicked her, and he should be aware of that. He used the TP once again after the Fog Lightning strikes, and luckily survives with 8 HP here. And that was a bad fight for Moon. He lost a lot of units here. Level 8 on the Naga, almost level 6, sorry. Almost level 6 on the Demon Hunter as well. Level 8 on the Priestess of the Moon, obviously still. And supply-wise, he's even slightly behind. So yeah, gold mines have run out. And let's see if Moon still has the bigger Dryad count. I'm curious if what the players are gonna get here at the shop. Invoke Potion for Shy. Moon once again 2 heal scrolls, so he sticks with those, and maybe he's gonna have to use one of them rather soon here. A couple of his Dryads are low HP as well as his Priestess of the Moon, and he is using the first of his heal scrolls right now. The Demon Hunter is taking some damage. I'm assuming he just wants to get this Demon Hunter level 6 now. Somehow the Naga doesn't want to chase into Moon's Dryads here, so the Priestess of the Moon for now survives. Demon Hunter has to be stabbed without a single hero kill, so he's not getting any closer to level 6. Moon is doing some more damage on this Naga Sea Witch, but both the players are pulling back now. Most of Moon's army is low HP here. There's some Moon Shoes remaining. Shy at 54 supply, Moon at 48. He's got 8 Dryads against 6 actually. Where does Shy have so much more supply? That's a bit surprising to me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lumber wisps. Moon with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. So Moon must have detonated some wisps, I'm assuming, from his gold mine, and therefore 10 additional lumber wisps for Shy, who already has 1,700 lumber. So if we withdraw that from the supply count, the players are pretty much even here. Moon is staying under 50 supply though. Another scout wisp here. Just gonna see 5,000 against 2,700. So yeah, when Moon killed the entangled gold mine earlier, that caused Shy, or that delayed Shy's mining by about 1,000 additional gold. And yet he's up by 15 supply here, but as just mentioned, he's got so many more lumber wisps. Oh, and the scout wisp died here as it seems, so 47 supply, so Moon should have the supply to support, or the supply to get another Dryad without going into low upkeep. And the DH still not level 6, 2-1 Dryads for both the players, so yeah, concerning the upgrades, both the players really stay at pretty much the same level. Actually, Moon is getting 2-2, Shy isn't. And yeah, Shy is just producing as many Dryads as he possibly can. There is 1 heal potion, 1 heal scroll on the DH, Ring of Regeneration still on the Naga. I feel like he could probably sell that and get like an additional Dryad. Moon, yeah, investing now into Nature's Blessing, getting some more creeping down just to get as much gold as any way possible. And he does break upkeep now as well. He got a Forest Throw Shadow Priest. All his moonwells are empty now. It's yeah, still gonna be day for quite a while. So all his Dryads, which are low HP, are not gonna regenerate any hit points. So that Forest Troll Shadow Priest might have been a smart investment. And it seems like he just detonated both his wisps here to once again stay under 50 supply. Even I can even use the level 1 owl right now since he's already level 8. And let's see what he is gonna get right now at the shop. Still keeps the Ring of Protection here, but maybe not the most horrible choice since his Priestess of the Moon has been focused a lot in the past, and Shy in the meantime still keeps all these wisps. Moon, he's still sitting at the shop. He saved up 800 gold already. Gets another TP and another heal scroll. I'm still not sure about these heal scrolls, but yeah, just keep in mind that 600 gold, that's about 4 Dryads he just invested here into these 2 items. And he's still at 50 supply against 80 almost. And now he's investing in 2 additional Ancients of War. And I think he doesn't have any lumber wisps left. So no more lumber income for Moon, and with a huge supply deficit, it seems like he's going to the other side of the map here. We do have like 3, 7, 15 Dryads, I think, against 4, 8, 12. Plus dual hero against single hero. And I'm assuming Moon's best shot is to get a fight here with Starfall, and the only way he's gonna get that is to force it upon Shy, which is if he's fighting close to Shy's expansion, but still I'm not sure how well this is gonna work out. So Starfall has now been launched, the Naga is coming from the top here, and yeah, he's doing quite some damage. Heal scroll used by Shy here, which works really nice against the Starfall, and with the Tornado he is able to cancel the Starfall here, so very nicely done by Shy, and Moon is pulling the TP. That was a bad fight for Moon. He's lost most of his Dryads, whereas a lot of Shy's Dryads are surviving. Level 6 for the DH reached as well. And Moon, I don't understand the decision to get 2 more Ancients of War. If he was gonna get the battle at Shy's expansion anyways, he should have rather gotten 2 more Dryads. And maybe 1 less heal scroll. And yeah, additional 2 Dryads, and then his Dryad count would have been about 4 higher. And I'm not sure if the position was the very greatest here because he didn't have any space to micro his Dryads. So yeah, Shy, knowing that he's got the way superior army right now, is going for some counter aggression. Then again, Moon's expansion is now running out, so the pressure was really rising on him. Yeah, as we saw earlier, Nature's Blessing has been researched, so those trees do have 7 armor now instead of 2. Once again, Auto Wisp immediately dispelled here. I'm assuming he could have dispelled them on his opponent's Naga instead of just wasting them. So not sure if Shy should fight against all these trees here. The edge is pulling back a little bit. Moon is poking forward to get this Ogre Mauler, but I think staff should be available. Actually has 2 staffs of preservation, even though back in 1.21 you could just pass the staff and the staff had his own cooldown on every hero. But yeah, at least with those trees supporting him, Moon isn't gonna have to fight the Metamorphosis DH as it seems. Invis Potion bought by him. Yeah, Moon actually casting the owl here, and the Demon Hunter is being scouted, and he just reveals himself since he obviously knows that the owl sees him anyways. So Moon might lose another Dryad here. The Wisps are coming in. It seems like Shy is gonna try to go for a Wisps around here, and Moon is taking a lot of damage using the invulnerability potion here on his Priestess of the Moon. The Dryad count for Shy is ridiculously high though, but Moon once again gathered a couple of Dryads as well. Demon Hunter is taking some damage here, and the trees are doing a hell of a job blocking. The Priestess of the Moon has to pull back. Tornado used here, and that one is doing a ton of damage. Look at the damage output against those trees he's got with the Tornado. Shy's Ogre Mauler is going down, but Moon has lost his Ancients of War already. Tornado is being cancelled here to cast a Fog Lightning on the Naga as well as the Frost Troll Shadow Priest. The Tree of Ages is gonna fall as well. Oh, Demon Hunter had to be staffed, so Shy right now has to fight this battle without his Demon Hunter. And there are 2 more Dryads going down. Moon is making nice use here of the fact that the Demon Hunter is missing. The Naga is taking quite some more damage. It seems like the Dryad count is slightly higher for Shy still. The Ancient, the Tree of Life here in the back, the only tree remaining, is not coming forward. And it seems like Shy might just win this fight here without his DH even being around. There are only 5 Dryads remaining against 4. Demon Hunter is now coming back in with full HP, and 2 more Dryads, 3 more Dryads actually coming in as well. And Moon calls GG here, dropping out of the Battle.net Season 5 Global Finals against Shy. Shy later on reached 4th place. Very unfortunate for him since it was the highest rank without any prize money in the tournament. I think, yeah, Moon, yeah, I'm not really sure of his investments here. I mean, it was a nice choice by him, in my opinion, to just keep detonating Wisps to stay under 50 supply and get just as much gold as possible. But at the same time, he invested so much into Heal Scrolls, into Ancients of War in the end, which I'm assuming didn't make too much sense. And then the position he chose to fight in, I mean, his army was only slightly smaller, and yeah, that one really backfired at him. And so Shy wins here in the end. Actually, the very end wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, but still a pretty nice game after all. Some nice Dryad Wars, and I'll see you soon. Bye.